Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Kevin, and here at The Rational Eater, I am making eating disorder recovery simple. I decided to make a video about a day in my life. I'm about to head out. I have about 3 patients that I need to see today. I'm going to pack my lunch, and I'll see you in a bit. All right, let's take a look at the lunchbox here. This is what I have. I've got my protein shake. Yes, I have a diet soda. I'll explain later. I've got carrots, and then I have my Cliff Bar. And then, oh, I've got my protein bars that are way down there. I've got this cooler pack. It keeps everything. All right, guys, I'm about to head out. I have a few patients to see today. It's a holiday, so it's kind of quiet. I really like this stuff, the Good Seed. You know, it's just my favorite flavor. And then I've got some water over there. All right, I'm doing my little checklist here. I always do a checklist before I leave just to make sure everything is going. I've got my dash cam up here. My GPS is loading, although I think I need to get a new GPS. This one, the cable's starting to die on this. My odometer is reset. I'm gonna turn on the lights down here. And then over here, I've got, I always bring a camera. You just never know, even though I'm holding a camera. This is more of a video camera, but this Nikon here, I take like snapshots with that. I've got my wallet, I've got my pen, I've got my device, I've got my phone right here, my watch, I've got a shirt. Let's see, do I have masks? Yep, I've got to have masks. And then I have my badge. You can't really see it, but it's right there. Got that. And then I've got everything I need, I have. I used to leave without doing a checklist, and it created a lot of problems because sometimes I would forget things, and then I would get to the gym and I wouldn't have something, and then I have to turn around. I ended up wasting a lot of time, and it made my life a big hassle. Now that I do a checklist, and just to prove it, I have it on this clipboard right here. Yes, I have a checklist every day just to make sure that I'm on track and I don't forget anything. Having a checklist is probably one of the biggest new habits that I've made in 2021. I used to be really flippant about it. I just assumed that I had everything, but take a few seconds to make sure that you have everything before you leave. So I'm at my first patient's home. I was listening to a podcast on the way. I was listening to Recovery Warriors. That's a pretty good podcast. I think they're still making new ones, but I'm going back into the archives and listening to the old ones. Podcasts are a lifesaver if you drive a lot. I don't know what people did before podcasts. Like, what did they do? Just listen to the same songs on the radio over and over? When I remember college, I remember I had 4 or 5 CDs that I would listen to over and over and over, and I just think, what a complete waste of time all that was. I could have been learning something, but there were no podcasts when I was in college, which is hard to believe. I didn't listen to my first podcast until about 2 years after I finished university, college, whatever. But yeah, I'm really thankful for podcasts. I have Stitcher, and I have about 20 different shows that I like to listen to. So that is a lifesaver. Turn your driving time into learning time. Okay, remember I talked about the diet soda? I like to do intermittent fasting, but sometimes I do get hungry a little earlier than usual. I like to break my fast around 10:30, 11, sometimes even 11:30, but if I'm just not feeling it, I will drink some diet soda. Yeah, that might seem a little disordered, but I know a lot of people who drink coffee and tea as a way to curb appetite in order to extend that fast a little bit. So I'm only gonna wait another hour, an hour and a half before I eat something substantial. I'll probably have the protein shake, but yeah, sometimes I do still have some Diet Pepsi. It helps, okay? Yeah, it's my one vice. Give me a break. Okay, I just saw my first patient. She had leukemia. She was younger than my mom, and she's just in terrible shape. So she needs a lot more than physical therapy. One thing I don't like is gated communities. Gated communities, they're just, I don't know why they do it, because a lot of times that keypad at the front doesn't work, or people don't have a landline, and people behind you are getting upset and there's no place to turn around. All right, I am at my second patient. It is about 11 a.m. and I am breaking my fast. I've got my protein shake, I've got Orgain, chocolate fudge, and then soy milk, Silk soy milk. I get the unsweetened kind. I just need to do a chart review. I think I've seen this patient before. She's on oxygen and she can't breathe really well. I get a lot of these kinds of patients. But anyway, yeah, so it's my late morning breakfast, and then I think we'll go grocery shopping a little later. I start by grabbing a bag of carrots. They're so convenient. Then I go to the bulk section. I'm really glad they reopened this after the pandemic because they had a lot of nuts, lentils, grains, trail mix. They even have keto trail mix, whatever that is. I hesitate to think. But trail mix is a good convenient snack, although you need to watch out for portions. Then I get dates. Dates are really good. It's a good on-the-go snack, nice and sweet. Then I grabbed a can of baked beans because it was Memorial Day. I really like baked beans even when it's not a holiday, not so much mustard, but got one of these and then I added it to white rice, one of my favorite recipes. Then because I'm a carbophile, I went to the bread aisle and I found bagels and English muffins and bread. I even buy hamburger buns sometimes. It's kind of weird, but Dave's Killer Bread, this is my favorite brand. You should read the story of Dave. It's kind of interesting. But Good Seed is my favorite flavor. And then the 21 grain is okay. Pacific Coast Organics, I buy that sometimes too. Not as good as the Dave's Killer Bread, but I still buy it. It has really good ingredients. I like the bagels too. The Epic Everything is really good, especially with jam. Then I love the protein bar aisle. I'm always finding new protein bars. Not so much the Kind bars. Those aren't my favorite. The One bars either. Usually I buy, let's get to it, the Think bars. The crunchy peanut butter and the creamy peanut butter, those are my favorite. Unfortunately, they're not vegan. Hate to say it, but the non-vegan protein bars are still better. I also like, yeah, Quest is okay too. I like the Cliff Builders protein, the vanilla almond, and I like the crunchy peanut butter. I think I put it in here. Yep, there it is right there. That's also a really good flavor. And then the cereal is always fun to look at. Always new flavors. They have a lot of weird things. Probably 200 different types of cereal. Something for everybody, including the keto people. Then I pick up some soy milk. Sorry, the color is a little off here. It looks like it's Olympic season because they're putting pictures of Olympians on the cartons. This is my base for my protein shakes, the Silk and Sweetened. And there are some red, white, and blue cupcakes, and everything was like decked out in American flags because it was Memorial Day, so it was like red, white, and blue everywhere. No, I did not have a cupcake. It's not my jam, not my favorite thing. Then I had to find my way to the self-checkout. I had 2 more things to get. There were people everywhere. It was just like carts everywhere. The lines were going into the aisles. Definitely no social distancing here. They were out of one of my favorite beverages. I was kind of mad about that. But the self-checkout was open, just waiting for me. Always use the self-checkout. It just saves you so much time, especially if you only have 10 or 12 items and you don't have a lot of things. I wish they had more of these and fewer of the cashiers. Sorry, cashiers. And then here's my bag of my protein bars, my Dave's Killer Bread. Then I've got my soy milk in there. Okay, I got home a little bit early today. It's like 2:33, but I still have a ton of notes to do. I'm telling you, it is really hot out there. You can see the sweat coming down my face. I need to turn on the fan, and now it is time to do some notes. Takes me about 5 or 10 minutes to unpack everything. I have my lunchbox and my shirt, and then I sit down and I do some notes after unpacking everything. I put on my headphones, listen to some podcasts, type for about an hour and 20 minutes. I have some water, and then you can't see this, but there's a bag of nuts next to me, so I just have a very simple snack. It's a nice way to end the afternoon. That was a day in my life. I hope you found this video educational and entertaining. If you liked this video, I'm sure you'll like one of the other videos that you see on the screen. Click one of them and I'll see you there. And as always, eat the way you're designed to.